it's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Welcome to Thursday Night Stamp Therapy. I'm so excited that you are joining me. I have a special guest in the studio tonight.
Hello, everybody.
Mom and Dad have arrived for a visit, and it has been a busy day. The busiest day I feel like I've had in a long time. I was literally just running around like every hour, leaving the house and going to pick somebody up, drop somebody off, or go to an appointment. It's been nonstop. And so I don't know if we're going to get 3 projects done tonight, but I think 2. And look at all these birthday cards. We have a bunch of birthday cards to share, including one from Mom. I'll open live. That's going to be fun. Oh, that's my Bella in the background. She's got a terrible cough. Tonight we're going to work with the Reach for the Stars. I'm kind of excited about this bundle. Do you have this one, Mom?
I do not.
I think this is kind of like a love it or leave it sort of bundle. And I think the paper is beautiful. And since we were formerly the Rockets at the elementary school the kids attended, I thought it would be a fun one to make some cards. Anna walked in and she saw this paper on the table and she was like, ooh, this is the Stargazing designer paper. And whether or not you get the stamp set or not, this paper is pretty gorgeous. It has so many bright, beautiful colors. And I know that these are supposed to be planets, but you could punch them out and use them for anything.
You could.
I think outside of the space thing, it just looks like a fun circle.
Yeah.
Do you
It
think?
does. I do.
So we've got the different colors here. Orchid Oasis, the Parakeet Party, Fresh Freesia, Tahitian Tide.
Is that Azure Afternoon?
Yeah, probably that darker blue in there. So we've got some sides that are just really fun and bright and other sides that are definitely more spaced theme. I just think that would make a really fun card. And the sentiments in this set are cool. I think it'd be great for like, graduation or encouragement for someone going off to school. I know somebody like that. There's also some specialty paper that it coordinates. We're not going to say it's supposed to match or only be for this, but the holographic paper. It's a specialty 12 by 12 paper. I didn't realize how blue this one was.
Yeah, that is.
And then this one's my favorite. It kind of looks like metal. It's really awesome. And this is more just like a holographic foil. So there's 3 different patterns. You get 2 of each sheet. I've cut a little corner out and did some die cutting. So I was inspired by a card I received from Sharon Groves. And I got to meet Sharon when we were in Ohio. She came by and brought some donuts. And it was so fun to get to hug her. So I shared this card last week. She sent this card with her amazing gift using the Countryside Inn designer paper.
Oh, I love that.
I know. I thought this fold was really cool. And I've been wanting to give it a shot. So I've cut some pieces. And we're going to see how it turns out using the Reach for the Stars bundle and the Stargazing. And I just am realizing that I don't have ribbon pulled out. So I think I need to go grab a ribbon. Parakeet Party or, I'm just going to bring some options.
Oh, see, bring some options and then we can see what it looks like. I'm excited because I don't have this bundle. And
I think this fun in color ribbon is going to be totally awesome with this designer paper. So with this one as my front image, leave me a comment and tell me which color ribbon do you think I should use. I've got the Tahitian Tide, Orchid Oasis, and Parakeet Party. I think my focal image is going to be stamped in the Orchid Oasis, which is more of the purpley color. But I mean, I don't know.
wow.
I think that'd all be pretty. So leave a comment. Let me know. We're going to get started. I'm going to share some measurements. We're going to get started with some stamping. And we'll see how our card turns out. I've got such a messy desk. I've been doing 12 Days of Christmas in July, the daily video series. And today's video was short but sweet. Where are my cards? Oh, here they are. You didn't see these, Mom, because you were on the road, but I was doodling doodling today, and so I made some Sudoku cards with the doodle using the new Stampin' Right marker in basic black with the new fine tip end. I just love those fine tip ends. Now, I got an email from Ellen, and she reminded me that the markers are supposed to be stored flat and not inside of that awesome pencil holder I was showing you. So make sure that you store your markers flat so they don't dry out or the ink doesn't go to one end or another. And if you're not already watching the 12 Days of Christmas in July videos, you got to make sure to check those out. I was looking for another card, but I don't know where it is. I have such a mess in here. Mom's barely got a little corner to sit in. Sort of a cleared pathway. Okay, so for our card, I've got a card base that is 5.5 by 10 inches. I'm scoring at 4 1/4, 8.5, and then I trimmed. So I scored it this way. So this was 4 1/4 and 8.5, and then the leftover piece is 1.5 inches. And then when I went to fold it up, I realized you might need to cut a little bit off this flap so that it clears the fold. And so that's why I said and trim. So you're going to trim off that little bit so you can fold that closed. So then on the little flap, we have a piece of designer paper that's 1 1/4 by 5.5. And then for the main flap, we have a piece that is 4 inches by 5 1/4. Same size for the white that's going to go on the inside here. And then we have the front card is 3 1/4 by 6.5. Scored at 3 1/4. And then for the front of that, some designer paper that's 3 by 3. And the white on the inside is also going to be 3 by 3. Now, I am a clean and simple kind of gal. Sharon had some extra layers, like 1/8 inch layers there. So you can layer it out, emboss, do the whole thing if that is your style. But if you want the clean and simple measurements, that's them, and I will put them in the video description when we're all done for you. Okay, so some stamping. Where's our bundle? Here we go. I'm going to use this image for the front, and then I thought on the inside, I would do the big astronaut. I'm thinking spaceman, but that wasn't the word. That wasn't the word I wanted to use. Let's see here. I'm going to do some Orchid Oasis and maybe some Lemon Lime Twist. And, oh, I was thinking about die. Oh, no, I have the, I am so scattered. I have some Rocket Flames.
Oh, how fun.
I die cut that with the holographic. Do you just use one? Yeah, one looks right. I don't know. That looks like a lobster claw to me. A holographic lobster claw. Okay, well, let's start stamping and we'll do some die cutting. So on the inside, let's stamp that first. I'm going to do our space guy. And I think I'm going to do him in the lighter color, the Parakeet Party. And that's going to be over on the side. And then actually, I want to use these words on the inside of the small card. And I have some planets that I have cut. Maybe we'll use an inside.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, okay. So this is going to be for the inside of the little card. I think I've got greetings, friend for the front. And so reach for the stars for the inside.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll do that in the Orchid Oasis. Am I getting that right? Yes. Okay, kind of simple, but that's my style. Wondering if, nope. Okay. Well, do we like that side? Nope. Okay. This is what happens when I don't figure it out ahead of time and I wing it. Okay, so we got the inside there. Let's do this inside. We're going to do the Orchid Oasis for all the words. And I love it because it's kind of like a dark color. I kind of want to add some... Oh, we actually have a star stamp. Ooh.
Oh.
I was thinking about this one.
No.
What is that?
Oh, maybe a contrail under the rocket.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. But let's do the stars. That's a good one. I think the sentence says, if I had a star, for every time you brighten my day, I'd have an entire galaxy.
Aww.
I know.
You're going to make me want this, aren't you?
Probably. Okay, I stuck them straight on the block. And so, there we go.
Oh.
All right. So this is going to go on the inside of our card here. Oh, yes. This is going to be good. Put that aside. We're going to stamp in Orchid Oasis, our spaceship. You know, the one thing I have a hard time with, and maybe it's just me, with this stamp set is the proportions, because the astronaut is almost the same size as the spaceship, and so obviously you are not going to use them together per se. Let's get out our little mini. I'm going to use Desi, my little mini boho blue. Now, if you missed out on this during the recruiting special, there is some still left, and they're available in the online store. Thank you, Mama. I'm going to use the coordinating dies from the Reach for the Stars set. And this is what I used to die cut the little flames. We also have some circles. That's what I used to die cut the little planets. And we have some rings, which look really awesome in the holographic. There is this, which is an embossing piece. It's kind of cool, actually. And, of course, the dies that die cut the image. And you'll see what I got here, sticky notes. And I just kind of keep them on the side of my machine so that they're handy. These are the super sticky notes, the Post-it ones, and I like those just because they stick really well. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, they stick so good. Get back there. Okay, will you put that back for me, Mom? Thank you. Okay. Let's get things pulled back into the frame. Before we put down our designer paper on the front, we want to add our ribbon. So I'm going to look really quick and see what you guys say about the comments. There's some hellos for you, Mom.
Oh, thank you, everybody.
Judy says use the same color ribbon as the sentiment, which would be the middle one, the Orchid Oasis. Oh, Rosemary, I'm so glad that you're here, and thank you so much for sharing, Kay. Did I miss all the? I know, so pretty. Okay, I'm not seeing a ton of. Maybe I just need to go. Yep. Okay. Orchid, Tahitian Tide, Orchid, Tahitian or Parakeet, Tahitian Tide, Orchid. You guys are really split on this.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know, Mom. What are you thinking?
Let's see. I'm leaning towards the parakeet or the azure, just to bring in another color.
I know. I was kind of leaning towards the parakeet.
Well, there you go.
Which is like, I don't think anybody said parakeet. I think everybody said Tahitian Tide. But you know what? I got the parakeet is over here. And so,
well, then you thought,
I think it kind of ties in from that side. So I'm going to go with it.
There you go.
And Margaret is asking, is the ribbon still available? And yes, I believe it is. If you spin around, Mom, there's a catalog on the floor, because isn't that where you keep your catalogs? And I'm pretty sure it's back there with the ribbons, because I was really good about going through all my ribbon and making sure that I had pulled all the ones.
Time pulling
I know.
All right, so let's see here. Yes, the mini metallic woven ribbon is on page 144.
Let's bring it in here.
$9 a bolt. And, oh, sorry.
Yeah,
yes.
sometimes it's confusing when they only show one color.
Yes,
But
it
this is, yeah, all of these in color ribbons. So we've got, I didn't bring them out, but Sweet Sorbet and the Starry Sky are the other two colors that are available in this metallic woven ribbon. Page 144 in the 2023 to 2024 catalog. Thank you, Mom.
My pleasure.
Okay, so we're going to add some planets. I don't know how the planets are supposed to go, but we're just going to plop them on there. Plop, plop. Okay, so then we have, there it is, the piece for the front. Oh, this is so
I
pretty.
have to say, you come by this, honestly, if you've ever watched our Sunday videos and seen my...
The mess?
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's just an inevitable part of being a crafter is that you are messy. Because if you're not messy, you're not doing it right.
This is true. This is so very true.
Okay, so I got this for the inside. And then, like I said, before we add the designer paper, we got to tuck in our, oh my gosh, I just love that. We have to tuck in our ribbons. And then this for the front. And then I have a sentiment, which is either going to be in white or it's going to be in...
That one.
Really? I was kind of just thinking about the white because...
Oh, then use the white, honey.
I know, but that's the thing is I always
Use the white.
second, triple guess myself. Oh, my poor pup. Can you hear her? I just hate hearing her cough. It's getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to do orchid for the sentiment, but I changed my mind because this is orchid.
Yeah.
Okay. How's it coming together? What do we think?
I like it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot about this. I'm going to put that on there. Little glue dot. So many little details on this card. I just love it. I'm going to attach this one with a glue dot. The very end. Oh, that's really cool. That's so cool. Okay. All right, so Sharon's card had a ribbon that attached, it went around the whole card and then tied.
It actually went...
I know, it's divided up. I'm just trying to get the,
okay.
I know this is too much. I wrapped it around the card to make sure that it could go around the whole thing, but it's actually 2 pieces.
Oh.
Right?
I think you're right.
And so we've got one piece on this side under the designer paper and one piece on this side.
Under the layer of designer series paper.
Yes. Sharon, what are you saying? What's backwards? Looks good. Did I do something backwards? I thought I got it right. Is it supposed to be the other way?
It opens...
Well...
Like the book. Like that way.
Yeah.
And it goes over... It goes on top of...
Like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get our ribbon on.
I have to take pictures of this whole thing. Along with the measurements to send to myself because I'm watching you make it and I'm going along with the sample.
This is the rest of the gift that Sharon sent.
Oh my word!
Oh, we shared it last week, so I won't bring it on camera again.
Sharon, will you adopt me?
Will you adopt me?
Oh my God.
She's down in Ohio, Mom, and so we were talking about how she needs to come up with her mom, and I come up too, and we'll have a little visit by you.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, this is...
So I'm attaching the ribbon with some tear and tape, and I'm going to do a little bit more because I don't want the pull on the ribbon to pull the designer paper up. So I'm going to do lots, and I'm actually also going to do I normally don't do this, but I'm going to do tear and tape on the designer paper layer because I want to make sure that the paper isn't like pulling up. So I know it seems like overkill, but
Oh, I agree. I agree with that.
I'm gonna put that on there. Okay, before I add that, that's gonna go over this. I'm going to add the other one, which is going to be under this designer paper. So I'm gonna do the same thing, and I want to make sure I'm lining it up on the other side. Alternatively, you could just tie the ribbon around the card completely, but doing it this way, like Sharon did, you won't see the ribbon around the back of the card.
Also, I think you can then tie the little snug. You know how sometimes when it goes around the back, it's hard to get it to tie nice and firm, and I think this is the answer to that. So I like this a lot.
I'm trying not to be too bulky, but the ribbon is really flat, and so I think that's going to help as well. All right, same thing. I'm going to use some tear and tape on here so that it stays put on the card. I feel like this is just such overkill.
Well,
but I think
there are some people who they use tear and tape for everything. They don't use any other kind of adhesive, so
it is super sticky, which is exactly what we want.
Yeah.
All right, that's a little more on the bottom than on the top, but it's down and it's not coming back up because it's tear and tape. So we're gonna put the other side on. And just want to make sure that my tear and tape gets covered, and it does. So now this can tie around the front. Okay, so on Sharon's card, she had the little one attached to that little flap like that. So if we do that, then this is going to attach here.
Yeah.
Or alternatively, it could attach here on the front, and then it would have like a flap. Flap.
I like it that way.
Then you can see all of that gorgeous paper.
Yeah. So it goes right to the edge of.
Right to the edge.
Base.
We might not have enough room.
Oh, okay. I guess it doesn't really matter,
I think I'm not going to go all the way to the edge.
Okay.
I won't have room for all of my pieces.
But that's okay. I mean,
Okay, here's my, get over here. Dimensionals, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, on the front,
nice.
you know what I feel like this needs? I just used these today.
So iridescent. Oh.
These are the Adhesive Back Sequin Trio. It has Pretty Peacock, and then I don't know what pink that is. Like Flirty Flamingo, maybe? But these white ones.
Oh.
Alternatively, you could use,
Iridescent, right?
well, I was thinking you could die cut stars with the die set.
Good.
These. Or yeah, the iridescent rhinestones would be really pretty too. Okay, so we're going to attach this with, will you put that back for me, Mom? Thank you. It's such a mess. Okay, more tear and tape. On the edge, I'm going to put 2 strips here. I'm trying to read Terry's comment. She says, you've done a great job. I can't see it all because my holder's in the way. Probably she's saying you've done a great job of not tearing this card apart. Because I have done a really great job of not tearing this one apart. I'm just going to fold those over.
Come on now. Get in here. I'm going to go the other way.
And then this is going to be kind of centered side to side. Oh my gosh. I love that on the inside.
That is wonderful.
So fabulous. You could add another piece of designer paper here, like some stars or something. That would be so appropriate, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe another, I cut that already. You could add another piece of the planet paper on the inside. I have so little of this paper. I'm going to leave it right now, but maybe I'll add something later. And we're going to tie this up. Like I said, I used way too much ribbon, but better to have enough than to be short. So I don't regret it, but it is a lot, isn't it? That's what happens when you eyeball it. Sometimes it's too much.
How pretty.
Oh no! I tore the designer paper.
Oh no.
I wasn't careful enough. Okay.
Need a finger?
No, I just need to not pull so hard. Now it's already torn. It's just going to tear again. I thought I had, must have just been missing a little more tear and tape closer to the edge. Would have done the trick there. Yeah, I'm so glad you guys like this. What did Innika say? You could use the in-color pearls. Oh, that would be a good idea too. Yeah. I still haven't used those pearls yet.
I haven't used them that much.
With last year's in-colors. They're so pretty. There's so many new embellishments. That's why I haven't used a lot yet this year.
Did you check out the ones in the...
Yes. Who has seen the new mini catalog? It was posted yesterday for demonstrators on the new demonstrator website. Hopefully you guys all got logged in okay with that. And if you are still struggling, then call demonstrator support. But basically you need to log in first with your demo ID number and password, and then it will prompt you to merge your accounts. And then you'll use the email and password for the store page, stampinup.com. It's really easy once you get it all done. And I really like this new demonstrator website view. It's awesome.
Same information, just in different places.
Yes.
To navigate.
Oh, okay. So here's our first card. We use the Stargazing paper and the Reach for the Stars bundle. Oh my goodness. I was thinking about making a second card with this bundle, and I was inspired by another Countryside Inn card. And this was one I did with my team. Just recently we had a mystery stamping and we did this layout. I don't even remember where I saw the layout, but I thought that it was really fun. And so I was thinking maybe we would just make this layout really quick using some other patterns from the Stargazing designer paper. And since we already did kind of the blues and the orange, I was thinking we could switch it up. Well, we did the blues, and I was thinking we could switch it up and do some of these other colors here. With the berry burst and oh my gosh, Calypso Coral, Bubble Bath. We got all kinds of gorgeous colors. So what do we think? Do we like that?
Yeah.
I'm thinking planets for the busy pattern here.
Okay.
Or we could do, I don't know. What do you think? Planets for the busy pattern.
Yeah.
And then maybe we can do an astronaut, since we have the rocket on the front of this one, and a sentiment. And do we want the background to be the orange?
Maybe, yeah, with the card base of Berry Burst.
Oh, I love that color. I'm so glad Berry Burst is back.
What do you think?
Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so
What would you do without me?
I don't know. Let's talk measurements. We're going to do 4 by 5 1/4 for the big piece. And then this one is, let's measure. I think it is 2 1/4 by 4 1/2. So this one is going to be 2 1/4, 2 1/4, 2 1/2. What did I say? 2 1/4.
2 1/4 by
4 1/2. And I feel like that's going to need a layer underneath it to make it stick apart from the
Put a black layer.
yes.
So you want cardstock, right?
Hold on a second. I have some
Genius at work here.
right underneath me.
Look at you all organized over here.
Sometimes. Sometimes I'm organized. 4
4
3/4 by 2 1/2, which is adding 1/4 inch to each side to layer. We got 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 of the Berry Burst. Although I'm wondering if we should do a black card base.
I don't know. I want to bring in that Berry Burst in. I want to bring it's a project.
What color should we do? What color should we do the astronaut? Because maybe we bring in the Berry Burst with the astronaut. I gotta clean that off. Somewhere buried yonder. All right, we got some voting. Sean says Berry Burst card base. Thank you, Carol, for explaining. Yes, the mini catalog is a September through December mini catalog. So it is available for demonstrators to view right now. Demonstrator pre-order will start on August 2nd, and it will be available for customers September 6th.
Yeah,
It's after Labor Day. Yeah. I think it's the 6th.
That sounds about right.
I'm gonna clean these really quick. So if you want to see what's coming, then you should sign up as a demonstrator. But more fun if you join as a demonstrator during the demonstrator pre-order. You can get new products in your starter kit. Yes. Which I think is kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. I've cleaned them all so we can switch colors. And I still see some more votes. Berry Burst. Everybody likes the Berry Burst card base. Piece of black. What is Janice saying? That piece of black really offsets the papers wonderfully. I think so too. Yeah. Okay, you guys say Berry Burst. So Berry Burst it is. Do we want a Berry Burst astronaut as well? I'm thinking probably. We can like set the astronaut off the edge there.
One in Berry Burst and one in black. Just for Chuck.
Berry Burst.
Berry Burst, okay.
Black is too dark, don't you think? Yeah. What is the lighter color in here? Is that Calypso Coral? Bubble Bath? Because I'm kind of thinking the lighter one for the sentiment. Or maybe just a piece of green? Not green. I know. Where did that come from? Pumpkin pie. I also think we need some holographic stars for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so the colors in here are Crushed Curry, Flirty Flamingo, Fresh Freesia, Lemon Lime Twist, Night of Navy, Orchid Oasis, Pumpkin Pie, Starry Sky, Tahitian Tide.
I bet it's Flirty Flamingo.
Yeah, I think that one is.
Adhesive sheets. Adhesive sheets. This is going to be the easy way that I will take the stars and add them to my card. So I'm going to put a little piece of the adhesive sheet on the back of the holographic paper. Like that. It's going to turn it into a sticker. And we'll cut this, and those stars will be adhesive. Let's get out our mini machine again. We can reuse the same sticky note from earlier. Come on. Come on, girl.
Come on, boy.
Come on, boy. Oh, I turned it so that the corner was going in first. But if you struggle sometimes with it fitting, then I would suggest switching out the base, which is normally a 1. Let me show you. These are numbered. Okay, so normally you use the 1 base, but if you have problems with it fitting, switch it out for the 3 base. And sometimes that just little bit of difference in the plates and the pressure is just what you need to get it to go through all the way. So just keep that in mind. If you're struggling with your little machine, just try changing out those plates. Come on, Burger. That's why we've got those little holes in there. They are meant to help you release the die.
You have a piercing tool?
I do, somewhere. I think it's across the room.
There you go. That happens to me a lot.
Oh, I just took the, maybe that'll work. I took the paper sticky backing off, and then it just stuck to my finger.
There you go.
Okay, come on. Oops. Okay. I don't want to lose this. I'm going to stick it right back over here. All right, back to my card. Which ones?
Those are real tiny.
I know, that's why I put the glue on them. There's the other one. Okay, so these are paper. These are stars. As are those. It's going to be fine. Okay. I'm going to layer these together so that we could get our stars stuck down. Oh, I'm out. That's what that red tape means. Oh, booger, what is this? This is a new one. You can't be broken already. Hopefully this one will behave.
You may have to stick to, or go to use some liquid glue.
Liquid glue? Don't be silly. I'm just kidding. I just make such a mess. Look, I'm sticking stars to myself. Can you imagine what I would do with liquid glue? The scissors would be stuck to me. Okay, I'm gonna put a couple of these up here in the corner.
Gonna put your astronaut in first?
I know, but I have to get these off my finger. Okay, the original card had a banner piece and then a sentiment. So I think Berry Burst. And then maybe a lighter color like Bubble Bath or Flirty Flamingo. What do you think? You're not convinced.
I like the Flirty Flamingo. Berry Burst, huh? That could work. Not pumpkin.
Let's just try a little bit. I'm gonna do 1 1/4, which I think is a little bit smaller, but that's okay. 1 1/4 by 3 1/2. Little banner tip. Oh, I love this. And then some I'm having a thought. About a circle. That's not big enough, but what if we die cut a circle and said reach for the stars? You can't see me. Reach for the stars in black. I'm a believer. I think you're not a believer right now, Mom. You're not feeling it. What if...
Now that would be interesting.
Is that too much pink planet?
Ooh, it might be. No, I think that'll break it up a little bit, actually.
Oh, Margaret says vellum instead of the
Oh, instead of the Berry Burst.
I like it. Okay, reach for the stars, reach for the stars. I think the planet is the way to go. Let's bring up our die cutter.
I do like the planet, the green and the planet. I think that works really well. And maybe on crushed curry.
The banner crushed curry?
Maybe.
Let's cut them. Let's see what we think.
Well, just because there's some crushed curry
And the
in the
planets.
planet, that might bring that in.
Like it. Let's see what we think about the vellum too.
Well, let's try it. I mean, you never know. It's only paper.
I know. I've been using a lot of vellum lately because I love the way that it is really subtle. Don't want to lose our last few stars there. Okay, so let's cut our banner tips. Diana Mom is with me tonight. Susan LaCroix is my special guest here in the studio. Here for a weekend visit. And we get to film Sunday stamping together. Yay! I'm excited to do that tomorrow. Okay, reach for the stars. Now, I kind of like the vellum, except then I feel like it's too much pink near the pink. So we could do our sentiment in yellow. We didn't try the yellow. Let's do that really quick. I kind of feel like I like this, but next to, it looks like a basketball, like he's holding it like.
Yeah.
Okay. Vellum, astronaut, reach for the stars.
I like it.
Ta-da!
I like it.
And then we are going to do one more star to make 3, and we'll just kind of loop that down there. Just looking over the comments. It's so hard sometimes to follow along the comments. So I'm so sorry if you leave me a comment and I don't see it and respond. I think we've got a nice, yes. Janice says, put the vellum on top of the colored cardstock. I like that you can see the paper underneath though. So I think the colored cardstock, whichever one, I just think it softens it nicely, but I want to be able to see this gorgeous designer paper underneath. So I think that is what we're going to do. And this is always so tricky with the vellum. So you can see adhesive through the vellum, which makes it really tricky to adhere it down to your cardstock. So I'm going to lay it down, and then I'm going to add my other elements, and then I can put adhesive underneath those elements so that it doesn't show where I don't want it to.
Yep.
Okay, so it's not attached yet. Just going to hold it in place. Add the astronaut. Oh, add the sentiment. Move the astronaut. I had to have a tear apart. Come on, we can't have a video without a tear apart. I do like them kind of overlapping just a wee bit.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay, there it is. Oh dear, I didn't think this through. Putting adhesive strategically where there are other elements and making a giant mess. Oh, I went over the edge. Shh. Okay, usually it's just me laughing at myself. But
No, while you're doing this, I'm thinking, this is so mean. This is something I would do.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I think it turned out good, and I'm just gonna tuck this. Just tuck it a little.
And then put the other stars on.
Yep. So there's 4 stars, but rule of 3, I'm gonna just use 3 of them. So get my fingernail under that adhesive paper.
Oh, nice.
Oh, the only thing, I feel like the only thing that I would add is
Some wink.
some Winkostella. I haven't used this one in a little while. Over the,
Over his mask.
yes, and I don't know how well you can see it. It's just like really subtle. You don't want to do it too much because it will blend that color, and so I don't want it to come off the...
And sometimes, though, if you let it dry and then add another coat, it'll really kind
Oh, okay.
shine.
All right, so there's our inspiration card, and there is the one that I created. I think I have one more sample with this set. Oh yeah, we made we made this card in another video. It's a Z-fold card, and then it opens up like that.
Very nice.
So tonight we made 2 cards with the Reach for the Stars. I hope that you enjoyed them. Tell me which one you prefer. I mean,
Oh, man.
the fun fold's kind of the no-brainer, I guess.
I
That's not a fair question. I do have a whole bunch of birthday cards to share with you. So even though we are done stamping, usually we do 3 cards, but tonight only 2. I do have, thank you, Mom. I'm gonna lose some dice. I have a whole bunch of birthday cards to share with you next. So I'm gonna put these aside for a moment and maybe raise up my thing just a smidge. So was it last week? Week and a half ago was my birthday, and for the Great Big Card Swap this month, the theme was birthday, and on Tuesday I shared 65 cards that that were sent in for the birthday. Some of these are doubles, and some of them are cards that I received personally for my birthday. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who sent me birthday cards. It made this month's celebration so awesome to receive your Happy Meal. So thank you, thank you, thank you, all of you. I'm going to start with this card from Mom. She just handed it to me tonight.
Well, to watch our Sunday videos.
Oh, yay! I am just going to take that gift right out. Oh, yes, I love this card. We did a Sunday stamping video with the Bright and Beautiful on my birthday a couple weeks ago. So I'll link it up in the video description if you haven't seen it yet. We used the Bright and, what is it? Bright and Beautiful.
Memories
and More card pack. So awesome. Thank you so much, Mom.
You're so welcome.
I love that set. I got to finish designing my cards for, I've been wanting to do a little card kit. So I have some more cards to share with you, and the next one is from my daughter, Anna. Now, all my daughters are amazing artists, and they actually don't usually stamp because look at what they draw. They are incredible artists, and all of that comes right from my grandmother, who was such an amazing artist. She, her specialty was oil painting, but she could draw, she could just do everything. Everything she made was so beautiful. So this one's from Anna. Have an amazing birthday. And on the back side, a cake. And look, she even did some shading on the balloons. Just so cute. I know, she did such a good job. Okay, the rest of them are hand stamped. And they are kind of mixed up. I thought I had them. Well, okay, most of them. I think these 3 are the doubles that go back here. All right, so the first card is from Carmen Melendez, a little shaker card with that beautiful balloon bundle. I just love that set. That's such a good suite from the annual catalog. Thank you so much, Carmen. Here's one from Joe Williams using the Zoo Crew designer paper. I love it with this embossing folder.
I didn't think to use it.
I know. For some reason, this embossing folder is like Christmas to me, but it's so perfect with these little animals playing their playing their instruments. I love it. This one is from Chris Anderson, and she used a little curtain fold. I think that's what that's called, or pleated paper. I've seen it called that as well. I have a video that is so easy and quick with this fold. She used the Fresh as a Daisy designer paper and the Cheerful Daisy stamp set. I just love these colors, the green and the crushed curry, same color as the card base here. This card is from Char Cooper using the Inked Botanicals designer paper, one of my favorites. I love that little fold too. She's got that little opening there on the side. This one is from Jill Steele. Oh my gosh, last year I got to spend my birthday with Jill, and this year she wasn't able to travel to Illinois this summer, but such a beautiful color. You remember Jill? She came to your house when we had a team meeting. This next card comes from Kathy Bradley using the Basics 3D embossing folder. So beautiful on the Timeless Arrangement stamp set. And Kathy, thank you so much for the gift inside. It's too much, you guys. spoil me. Never necessary, you guys. There was another gift card that came in the mail, and it's too much. Your cards are gifts alone. Look at this beauty. This one is from Christine Almond, using the same Fresh as a Daisy designer paper, with this little fun fold. So it's a piece of designer paper that is cut there at an angle. Just absolutely gorgeous. She always uses the most beautiful paper. And the dies here, we got the glitter paper in there too. The detail on here is so amazing. And I'm really struck how much the wild wheat color looks like gold.
Yeah.
Even though like it's not metallic at all, it looks very gold. And I just noticed this little detail of the ladybug on there. So gorgeous. Thank you so much, Chris, for that beautiful card. Next card is from Anna Masternak, who helped us out this month and sent birthday cards to our team members. Thank you so much, Anna, for doing that. This is that Patchwork Pieces die in the rainbow colors, and it reminds me of Amy, who loves the rainbow colors. I still got to make her card and get it in the mail. Next up, a beautiful tower card from Lynn Werner, who sent this one. Oh my gosh, so gorgeous. I think I've got a video on this fold. I think that's what it was called, tower fold. It was from Mixed Up Craft. Just gorgeous. I love this with the that brushstroke designer paper, and the... Is that from the birds? That it must be, with the two little birds there. This one from Lori Helvig. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see Lori on Saturday. She's coming from our shoebox swap. I wasn't going to get this bundle until I saw Lori's card. And now, now I have to have it. This is Lemon Lolly, a new color I haven't used a whole lot, but I just love the way it looks with the blueberry bushel. So gorgeous. All the die cuts. I mean, just... absolutely beautiful.
Stunning.
Lori, thank you so much. And such a fun fold. Speaking of fun fold, Ruth Moore sent this one using that bright and beautiful designer paper. This is a sticker from the Memories and More card pack. And this is very similar to the shaker card that I made with the One Horse Open Sleigh designer paper. Another Sunday stamping video. Oh my gosh, look at this one. This is from Jean Schickman.
Oh.
And the die cuts are just so amazing next to the strips of designer paper, not designer paper, cardstock. And so we've got Mint Macaron, Bermuda Bay, Coastal Cabana, Pool Party, some Balmy Blue, Pacific Point in there. And I just love, they're different sizes, different widths, and just kind of all glued down. And then the way the white die cut against them, it's just, beautiful. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. All these cards, they're so amazing. This one is from Kathy King, and it's a little fun fold. Look at that. Oh my gosh. We saw another one of these during the Great Big Card Swap, and I've just got to make one. It's really simple with the little square, a little rectangle in the Z fold. So that's something that we'll have to show maybe maybe in an upcoming Sunday stamping video. Now wheels are turning. So gorgeous, Kathy. Next up, another Cheerful Daisy card. This one from Gloria Davis. So beautiful with the die cut daisies, garden green for the card base. I love how she sponged the edges of those petals. Just nice. Beautiful with that lemon lolly. Oh, this paper. This one is from Linda Vanderspool. And the two-tone floral was the name of the Fancy Flora. Was that the name of the designer paper? It was in the mini catalog. It's not going to be in the annual. But I just loved how this color looked so metallic, even though it was brown. But it's so beautiful. I just feel like I could touch that paper. I know. That one was one of my favorites. Linda, thank you so much for that one. This card reminds me of you because I remember before we started Sunday Stamping, you came on and did a guest card for a Thursday night stamp therapy, and you shared a card with this hydrangea designer paper. And so every time I think of this paper, it reminds me of you, and I just love that, Mom. This card from Debbie Lindauer, and she did a little double Z fold card. I love how she colored the flowers, really just popping this ribbon. So beautiful. This was Seaside Spray is the card base, and I miss that color. Yeah, me too. It was such a beautiful color.
I think that with lemon lolly and white.
Oh my gosh, yes, that would be so beautiful.
Okay, let's write Stampin' Up. Tell me what that would be.
Seaside Spray, come back. This card is from Judy K. Meek, and it's a pocket card. So we've got a couple different pocket pieces here with that Silly Goose stamp set. I just love that. It was in the mini catalog, and it did carry over. And I just need to bust it out and use it some more because it's just so stinking cute. And the coloring job on here, Judy, amazing. I just suck at coloring. I do. I'm so terrible. And so whenever I see someone that can color really well, it just makes me jealous. The shading is just so beautiful and so perfect. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh, look at this one. I just keep saying that. I know. This is from Lori Crandall. Using the Fresh Freesia Dainty Flowers designer paper, and then these die cuts are so little dainty and cute. It's from the bundle that coordinates with that designer paper. The designer paper was from Celebration. And then Birthday Blooms for You, that was from the new Textured Floral bundle that we used recently in a video. Next up, a card from Cecilia Jerry, one of my team members, using the Seashell 3D embossing folder and the little birds from the Seaside Bay and the paper. I loved that designer paper. I was so sad when it was retired after the mini catalog ended, but the stamp set continued on, so I'm happy about that. Love this color, love this card, Cecilia. Thank you so much. Now the rest of the cards are doubles that I received during the Great Big Card Swap, and so if you haven't seen them, actually this one I wasn't sure was a double. Nope, you know what, some of these are mixed up. They're not doubles. These three, hold on, boop, 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 boop. Okay, before we get to the doubles, some more cards. This one from Ann Telecki, using that same Seashells embossing folder with a pearlescent paper. And Ann, thank you so much too for your card for Mom. She just opened it up.
I did.
Yes. And here's the other one from Ann to Mom. Oh, I love this. The way she colored those images. This looks like pieces from the new Boho Beach card kit. So beautiful. I still haven't made up those cards. I got a couple of the kits. And I took them with me on vacation, and I didn't do any stamping. I know. I know. I had great intentions because I do find stamping to be like, you know, just fun and relaxing, but it was such a short weekend. I just didn't have any time. This one is from Gina McCarty, and I love this layout using some pieces from the Dahlia designer paper. No, what was this one? Favored Flowers, I think was the name of the designer paper. It was from Celebration. Right. Yeah. And I love these colors, Petal Pink with Calypso Coral and the Mossy Meadow. So Gina, thank you so much for this beautiful card. Definitely gonna have to copy that layout. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, the stuck. Get over here. Oh, I think the bow got a little messed up. This one is from Jill Pace, using that new Just My Type stamp set. I love these colors, and it's so fun against the brick wall embossing folder. Really just such a beautiful and sweet card. I love everything about it. The splattering. I tried to do some splattering the other day like Shelly showed us, and it wasn't working. I don't know. I don't have Shelly's touch. The next card is from Rosemary McDougall. So fun. I love that little die cut, the Just For You, and with some wink of Stella on there. And this technique, what do you call that? It's
oh shoot. Nasty me who forgets everything these days.
Oh, it's I want to say shadow.
It's shadow.
Oh,
somebody tell us.
I know. I was gonna say you guys know. What's that technique where you die cut it and then you just put it on dimensionals? I can like envision all these samples. Shirley Casey demonstrated it at Vacation Stamping School one year, and like I feel like I can see the word in my head, and it's I just can't see it.
Do you do several layers?
You can do several layers of it, or just put it on Stampin' Dimensional. Sometimes like offset it a little bit, and it's driving me crazy. What is that technique called? I'm sure someone's going to leave a comment.
I hope so.
Help us out, jog our memory. Okay, this next card. Oh my gosh, I gotta clear a little bit here. For the next card, so I can open up and you can see it really well. This is from Janice Torgerson, and I've never seen anything like this. She had a note, and it's in the kitchen. I think she called it a double bridge card. Is that right, Janice? Is that what this is called? It folds flat, so it fits in a regular envelope, but it opens up and it has these pop-ups. So fun. Wow. Oh my gosh. This is this birthday chick with all the balloons and a little window sheet there to make them look like they're popping up. I mean, just how amazing is this card and the coloring job again. You guys just rock at coloring. I love it. Thank you so much, Janice.
So fun.
I know. I think the girls would really love this. So we've done, we've done these little cards before that pop up. I can't remember what that's called either. Okay, I can't think of words. Janice says it's from a demonstrator in England. She saw it on YouTube. And Kim says, can you make one for us? I bet I can. I just got to figure out the measurements, but it looks pretty straightforward. I have, like this part, I have done a video with a whole card that was like that, and it popped up like this. So I'll try to look for that video and put it in the description. And so this is just sort of like a mini version of that on the side of a gatefold card. But sure, I'll add this one to my list. Box cards, Sharon says, yes, that's the right, because it's like a box, and I just love how it goes flat like that. So cool, so cool. All right, we got some more cards here. This one, oh, I love this, from Sandy Bennett, using that citrus. Oh, this is the one that has a hybrid embossing folder. So you stamp and, excuse me, you stamp and die cut at the same time. Emboss and die cut. That's the word I'm trying to use. Yeah. You don't stamp and die cut at the same time. That's next level. You emboss and die cut at the same time. And I just love every little detail of this. The embossing folder here, the designer paper, the twine, the iridescent rhinestones. It's just such a sweet card. Thank you so much for thinking of me and sending this. Sandy, I was going to say the wrong name for a second. All right, our next card, including a fun little gift, is from Mesa Sama. This is using a paper pumpkin kit. I love this one. Oh, and it's an easel card. Hold on a second. The easel card, so we showed one like this recently, didn't we, in last week's video. The card front itself doesn't adhere to the top, and you have a little score line, and then you just need something to put it underneath. So this is on Stampin' Dimensionals on the inside, so you can display the card like that. I love it. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Mesa, and for the gift inside too. You guys are too much. You spoil me. I think the other cards now are the doubles from the Great Big Card Swap. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on them because most of them I've shown already, with the exception of the first one, which I think is a double from August coming up. So if you haven't seen the Great Big Card Swap video from Tuesday, make sure to check that out on my YouTube channel. And the theme for August is Fun Fold. So that's what this card is. This one is from Nancy Bridges. And do you remember these dies? These fun little flip dies? Yeah. It was a die that die cut the score lines and the cut lines. So much fun. And then it had like a little circle that flipped. There was also another one that had like a label that flipped. Yeah. So this was a die. I'm not sure. You could do some really strategic cutting. I'm not sure about doing that manually, but the die made it so easy. Nancy, thank you so much for this fun card. I love the little birthday piggies. All right, this card from Ross Munsey is an extra from the Great Big Card Swap from this month. I love those die cut vases. And then here's one from Leslie. Oh, I'm going to mess it up. Leslie von Metnitz from using the Hey Chuck. So cute. And those Hey Chuck dies are on back order for at least a couple more weeks. But Mom and I will feature that one soon in Sunday Stamping when they're back in stock. This one from Wanda McIntyre. She sent 2 different variations of that 3-tier card. And it's just so much fun the way it cascades like that. I love this. This is the masterfully made designer paper Petal Park Punch. Another birthday piggy. This one's from Tracy Bazemore. I love this one from Veronica Towel with the majestic mountain and the trees. And then, isn't that fun how she made the flag? Really beautiful. It made me think of Grandpa, how you always make him. A patriotic card. This one is from Debbie Lindauer using the He's the Man designer paper. I love that little double flip. I know, with the embossing folders. So fun. This one is from Belinda Bosch using the Taco Fiesta stamp set. Such a fun one, especially as we celebrate earning Mexico. How are you doing on that?
Not there.
Not there. We got a few more months. Cheering everybody on who's still working for that trip. Debbie Bussell sent this one using the amazing phrasing. This was a celebration stamp set from a couple of years ago. And another one that makes me think of Amy with the rainbow lettering. This one from Barbara McHouston. She sent another color variation. This is that Hello Irresistible designer paper, an online exclusive. And I just love the little shaker card there. Oh, this is a fun one from Tina Lynch. She used the Bright and Beautiful Suite, and then this other one with Open Me and the Look Inside. I think she said those were Alta New stamp sets. Little gift card pocket. I thought that was such a clever way to include it in the card design. Same designer paper here. This one's from Rose Carey, a first-time swapper. Rose, thank you for sending an extra card for me. And finally, a card from Cindy Peckett using the Dainty Flowers stamp set. Oh my goodness, so many card ideas that we shared today. I hope that you enjoyed them all. Thank you for tuning in. If you came in late, you missed the cards that I demonstrated. You'll have to watch the replay to see them. We used the Reach for the Stars bundle and the Stargazing designer paper to create 2 cards, including this fun fold. I'll open it for you one more time so you can see. Oh, I love the way that turned out. Oh, thank you so much for tuning in for tonight's video. Please make sure to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the project ideas that I shared today. Mom is here this weekend and we are filming live together so that you can enjoy that video on Sunday. So be sure to tune in on Sunday at 12 noon Central Time for a special video for Sunday stamping. And then, of course, every day between now and then and all next week, 12 Days of Christmas in July videos daily at 1:00 p.m. Central Time. So Mom will be here for that. So she'll get to be my Sue stamper, like my Sue chef, but she's a stamper. So my Sue stamper and help me out for that video. So we will see you tomorrow, 1:00 p.m. Central Time. Thanks again for tuning in. Have a good night. Bye.